Hello, everyone. My name is Christina Liu. I am a mental fitness coach. I have not been doing these videos for a few weeks because I have been on Clubhouse, which is this new platform where you can have conversations with other experts in a field, and you can also go into other people's rooms to listen to what they have to say. So I've been hosting a few rooms, one on Mondays with a couple of other mental fitness coaches talking about how to build mental fitness. And specifically, the last few weeks, we've been talking about how you can build mental fitness so that you can unleash your true potential. And then I also co host a room on Saturday with a few coaches and experts to talk about self sabotage. So I thought today I would make a quick video to just share with you some of the things that we've been talking about in these rooms. So, first of all, about unleashing your true potential. So I really use this concept of positive intelligence that we've been talking about. And a question that we ask is, how do we know that whether we're unleashing, whether we're achieving our true potential? And if we use the theory that we've been talking about, positive intelligence, the sage and saboteur, one really easy way for me is to check in with your emotions, right? Which is also aligned with how this PQ score test is done. So PQ stands for positive intelligence quotient. So it's really a way to actually measure whether you have realized your true potential. And that magic number that you want to hit is 75. And what does that mean? It basically means 75% of the time you're having positive emotions. And only 25% of the time you're having negative emotions. And why is this a good indicator of whether we're achieving our true potential? Because when we're in positive emotions, that means we're in our sage. Remember the sage, that's our essence, that's what we're born with, that's the powerful part of ourselves. And if you're oftentimes in positive emotions, that means you are most of the time in your sage. That means you are liberating your true potential. Whereas if you're most of the time in negative emotions, that means most of the time you are in your saboteur. And we also said these saboteurs, they're not the real you. These are just some mechanisms and forces, that's part of the survival part of the brain. And when you're in this part of yourself, chances are you are not unleashing your true potential. And why do we want 75% of the time to be in positive? Is because negative emotions impact us much more. So most people will score somewhere around 50. So that means they're 50% of the time in positive emotions, which means 50% of the time they're in their sage, and 50% of the time they're in their saboteur. But that is not enough because we are impacted by negative emotions much more than positive emotions. So we need this 3-to-1 ratio to really be in our sage. So really check in with how you're feeling, even if you're not taking the test, but I will link the test for you to take. But even if you're not taking the test, you can probably have a pretty good gauge, if you're being aware, being conscious. Hey, how often am I feeling good feelings? And how often am I feeling negative feelings? Right. And when I say good feelings or positive feelings, it's not just, oh, I'm going to be, laughter and happiness and all of that, even though that's part of it. But other parts of positive emotions is, hey, feeling empathy, feeling gratitude, feeling curiosity, feeling, a creativity, feeling passion, right? And also feeling, focused and taking action. All of these are positive emotions. And the more that you feel like you're in these emotions, the more you're going to be unleashing your true potential. And whenever you are in these negative emotions, is doing these exercises that we talked about, whether it's PQ reps or simply just bringing awareness, is to how can you more quickly get out of these negative emotions that could really sabotage you. And that's what I also talk about in this other room that I have on Saturdays, is what are some mechanisms that we all can be sabotaged by. And using this positive intelligence theory is about these 10 saboteurs that commonly sabotage us. So it's really about being aware of when these saboteurs are being active, right? So it's not just when you're feeling, upset or sad or angry, even though that's part of it, but even when you're feeling like you're procrastinating, right? When you feel like you want to do something, but then you tell yourself, oh, maybe no, I don't want to do it, or I'm too scared to do it, right? Those are also negative emotions, because what that then generates is, if you procrastinate too much, then this shame and guilt will come up, and regret, right? So those are also negative emotions. So check in with yourself of how often you feel those emotions, and when you do, label them as a saboteur, and then do some PQ reps, which we talked about: rubbing your fingers, taking deep breaths, listening to a sound, or looking at a visual, to get yourself out of those saboteur emotions, and then shift into your sage, because then you have a much higher chance of really unlocking your true potential. And then in these clubhouse rooms, I find it so valuable because we also have these audience members that come up and ask questions and make their comments. And someone shared also, how can you more unleash your true potential, which is really getting into yourself, really looking within rather than looking to the outside, to let the outside tell you what is your true potential and how you need to unleash it, which is also very much aligned with what we've been talking about, the sage versus saboteur concept. The sage, that's the real you, that's the part of you that has that deep wisdom and the courage to do what you really want to do. So it's about going deep inside to look within yourself. What is it that you really want, right? One of the sage powers is called navigate, which is about being able to make a decision based on your passions, your values, your beliefs and meanings in life, right? But it requires you to really understand who it is that you are and what you believe is important. And so to really get into that inner stage and being able to activate those sage powers. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining, and I would love to see you in Clubhouse. If you have an iPhone, please sign up, and I'll link my profile down below so you can follow me, and you'll get notified anytime I'm in a room in a conversation. And so, for the most part, I am in the Braincare Club, hosting a room on at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Mondays, hosting this room on mental fitness. And in the next few weeks, we're going to talk about happiness. And then also on Saturdays at this is 11 a.m. Eastern time, Pacific time, I am talking in a room about self-sabotage. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also follow me. Please subscribe to my channel, and I would love to see you on Clubhouse. And please make a comment for any questions that you have or any comments that you have. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day, rest of the week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.